The pressure to have sex in our relationship is like no other pressure. So if you've ever experienced the feeling that you need or have to have sex with your partner, where you can feel them like looking at you, or like just the way they touch you, and you know that they want to have sex and it just shuts you down, I want to talk about how we can begin to navigate that, because it is a complicated web to untangle. My name is Janelle Fraser, and I am an intimacy and communication expert for women and couples. Here's what I see is when I sit down with a couple, generally speaking, if it's a healthy relationship, which most of the time they actually surprisingly are, they want the same thing. They're just using different language around it. So the first thing I want you to check in with is, do you want sex with your partner? Perhaps you call it something different. So for me, my partner would be like, we're not having the sex that I want, or I want to have more sex. But I would describe it as, I want more intimacy. I want more connection. I want to feel closer to you. So I want you to ask yourself, what is it that you want in that category in your relationship? And have a conversation with your partner if you need to see if you guys want the same things. Because what I noticed is that ultimately I did want to have more sex. I was calling it something a little bit different because my process was going to take a little bit of a different step. He kind of was able to like just jump right into having sex, but that's not what my body wanted. So that, my friends, is where the pressure comes from. Most of the time I see that women are wanting the same things as their partners, but the challenge is that they want it in a different way. So then they feel this pressure to do it the way that their partner does. So why? Why do you feel the pressure to do things the way your partner does, even if it feels bad for your body? So for me, I see this as a giant, surprise, surprise, if you follow me, a communication issue. How can we begin to communicate to your partner that, hey, I do want the same thing? And the pressure, the resistance is because my mind thinks I need to jump somewhere that my body isn't ready for. But if you can begin to communicate where you are ready for, what it is that you want, that may eventually lead you to what they also want, it can help to take the pressure off. So I want you to ask yourself, what is the pressure that I feel? Because seriously, some men sometimes in the relationship, or one partner, if it's a same-sex relationship, will say, I just want more connection and more, closeness with my partner. I've heard people say that, and the resistant sexual partner will say, well, they just want more sex. I go, whoa, wait a second. Here's what they said. They didn't say I want more sex. That's what you heard because of the pressure you feel. What they actually said was they want more closeness. They want more intimacy with you. So let's actually hear what your partner really wants versus what we think that they want. Sure, sex does mean closeness, does mean connection for a lot of people, and it is important in relationships. But I want you just to notice, what is the pressure that you feel, and what really is resistance all about? Generally speaking, the people I work with, they want the exact same things, they're just going about it in a different way. So I want you to head over to the link down below, and it might be popping up on the screen as well. I'm going to share with you my intimacy challenge. And in that challenge, you're going to have 12 intimacy challenges to create really simple intimacy in 5 minutes or less that are not penetration based. And also, you're going to get my intimacy number scale, which is going to show you the range of intimacy and closeness and connection that you can experience with your partner. So when you're in that feeling of like, oh, I feel that they want to have sex, like, yeah, I feel that pressure. I want you to look at the scale and be able to communicate with your partner where you're at. You might not be a 10, which is penetration, but you're somewhere on the scale. So you might be open to a 3, or you might be open to a 4. And what I noticed is when we can lean into closeness and into touch and intimacy, we can actually allow our bodies to open up, because that genuinely is what all of the people that I work with want. They want to feel open, they want to feel close, they want to feel sensual and yummy in their bodies, but they're just shutting themselves down because of their lack of communication abilities. All right, so go download that now. Please subscribe so you can check out my newest video. It's my daughter's birthday coming up, so next week I'm going to share with you how I prepared for her birth to have a really beautiful home birth experience, and break down the power that women can access around our birth experiences. So that's going to be a special video coming up next week. Please like this video and also leave me a comment. I would absolutely love to know how you've navigated pressure for sex in your relationship. Final bonus tip is that your sexual needs and your partner's sexual needs are your responsibility. And so if one of you are feeling super starved in a relationship, we can absolutely navigate that within the relationship. But what I want to just encourage you is begin to take the pressure off. Have more empowering communication about what's really going on. Take care of your own sexual needs while you're having these conversations so that you can come back and approach this in a much more healthy way. Make it a great day.